1. Bali. Bali is Indonesia's most famous destination, and for good reason. This extraordinary island combines spectacular beaches, emerald rice terraces, volcanic mountains, tropical forests and thousands of temples, with a fascinating Hindu culture. From the artistic heart of Ubud to the dramatic cliffs of Uluwatu, almost every part of Bali offers a different experience. Explore the famous Tegalalang rice terraces, discover waterfalls hidden deep within the jungle, visit iconic temples such as Tana Toraja and Uluwatu, or enjoy spectacular sunsets along the southern coast. In Ubud, traditional dance, crafts, markets and peaceful temples reveal a more cultural side of the island. For those seeking adventure, Mount Batur offers memorable sunrise hikes, while the island's beaches provide excellent opportunities for surfing and relaxation. What makes Bali particularly special is the way nature and tradition exist together. Colorful ceremonies, stone temples and small daily offerings are part of everyday life, creating an atmosphere that feels completely unique. Whether you are looking for adventure, culture, relaxation or breathtaking scenery, Bali remains one of the world's great travel destinations. 2. Raja Ampat. Far to the east of Indonesia lies Raja Ampat, an extraordinary archipelago of hundreds of tropical islands, surrounded by some of the richest marine ecosystems on the planet. Dramatic limestone formations rise from crystal-clear turquoise waters, creating landscapes that look almost unreal. Raja Ampat is particularly famous for diving and snorkeling. Beneath the surface are spectacular coral reefs, colorful tropical fish, manta rays and an incredible variety of marine life. Above the water, secluded beaches, dense forests and traditional villages offer a much quieter experience surrounded by pristine nature. The islands are also home to fascinating birdlife and unique ecosystems that make exploring the region rewarding even away from the coast. One of the most famous viewpoints is Pian Nemo, where small emerald islands rise from the sea to create a breathtaking panorama. The region's remote location has helped preserve its natural beauty, making Raja Ampat a destination for travelers seeking some of Indonesia's most untouched landscapes. For anyone passionate about nature and the ocean, few places in the country can compare. 3. Komodo National Park. Komodo National Park is one of the most unique destinations in Indonesia, famous around the world as the natural home of the legendary Komodo dragon. Located among the islands of East Nusa Tenggara, the park combines extraordinary wildlife with dramatic landscapes, beautiful beaches and incredibly clear tropical waters. On Komodo and Ringa Islands, visitors can explore the natural habitat of these enormous reptiles accompanied by experienced rangers. But the wildlife is only part of the experience. The surrounding waters contain colorful coral reefs and abundant marine life, making the region an exceptional destination for snorkeling and diving. Manta rays are also among the spectacular creatures that can sometimes be encountered in these waters. Padar Island provides one of the country's most spectacular viewpoints. From its hills, 3 dramatically curved bays stretch across the turquoise sea, creating one of the most recognizable landscapes in Indonesia. The combination of hiking, wildlife, beaches and underwater adventures makes Komodo National Park one of the country's most unforgettable destinations. 4. Yogyakarta and Borobudur. Yogyakarta is one of the best destinations in Indonesia for discovering the country's history, traditions and Javanese culture. The city is known for its royal heritage, traditional arts, boutique workshops and lively atmosphere, particularly around the famous Malioboro area. But the greatest treasures are found beyond the city. Borobudur is one of the world's most remarkable Buddhist monuments. With enormous stone terraces, hundreds of Buddha statues and beautifully detailed reliefs, surrounded by green landscapes and distant mountains, the temple becomes especially atmospheric during the early morning light, when mist often hangs over the surrounding countryside. Nearby, the magnificent prominent temple complex reveals another side of Java's ancient history. Its towering Hindu temples and intricate carvings create an extraordinary contrast with Borobudur. Together, Yogyakarta, Borobudur and Prominent form one of the richest cultural journeys in Indonesia, combining ancient civilizations, living traditions and remarkable architecture. 5. Mount Bromo. Few places in Indonesia offer a landscape as dramatic as Mount Bromo. Located in East Java, this famous volcano rises from a vast sea of sand, surrounded by rugged mountains and other volcanic peaks, creating an almost otherworldly environment. The classic Bromo experience begins before sunrise. Travelers make their way to a viewpoint while the landscape is still dark, waiting as the first light gradually reveals Mount Bromo and the surrounding peaks. As the sun rises, the changing colors of the sky transform the volcanic landscape into an unforgettable panorama, with layers of mountains stretching toward the horizon. After sunrise, visitors can cross the enormous volcanic plain and climb toward the crater itself. The area forms part of Bromo Tengger Semeru National Park, a spectacular region of volcanoes, valleys and highland scenery. The combination of volcanic landscapes, mist, mountains and sunrise makes Bromo one of Southeast Asia's most spectacular natural experiences, and one of the most memorable adventures in Indonesia. 6. Lombok. Just east of Bali, Lombok offers many of Indonesia's most beautiful tropical landscapes while maintaining a more relaxed and adventurous atmosphere. The island is known for white sand beaches, turquoise waters, traditional villages, waterfalls and spectacular mountain scenery. Dominating northern Lombok is Mount Rinjani, one of Indonesia's highest volcanoes. Its enormous crater and beautiful volcanic lake create an incredible landscape for hikers and adventure travelers. The journey to the summit can be demanding, but the panoramic views across the island make it one of Indonesia's most rewarding trekking experiences. Along the southern coast, Kuta Lombok offers spectacular beaches, rolling green hills and excellent surfing conditions. Off the northwest coast are the famous Gili Islands, Gili Trawangan, Gili Mano and Gili Air, where visitors can enjoy snorkeling, diving and peaceful tropical beaches. With mountains, ocean, wildlife and island culture, Lombok provides a beautiful alternative to the more developed areas of Bali. 7. Sumatra, Lake Toba and Bukit Lawang. Sumatra offers a completely different experience from Indonesia's famous island resorts. This enormous island is home to dramatic volcanoes, tropical rainforests, traditional cultures and some of the country's most remarkable wildlife. In northern Sumatra, Lake Toba dominates the landscape. Formed by a massive volcanic eruption, the enormous lake is surrounded by mountains, while Samosir Island sits at its center. Visitors can explore traditional villages, discover the distinctive architecture of the Batak people, and enjoy spectacular views across the calm waters. The peaceful atmosphere makes the area an excellent place to slow down and experience a different side of Indonesia. Further north, Bukit Lawang provides access to the rainforest of Gunung Leuser National Park, one of the best places to encounter Sumatran orangutans in their natural environment. The combination of Lake Toba's volcanic scenery, traditional culture and Sumatra's extraordinary rainforest makes this region one of Indonesia's greatest natural experiences. 8. Nusa Penida. Just southeast of Bali, Nusa Penida has become famous for its spectacular cliffs, secluded beaches and incredibly blue waters. The island's rugged coastline creates some of the most dramatic scenery in the entire Indonesian archipelago. Kelingking Beach is the island's most iconic viewpoint, where a distinctive cliff formation curves toward the ocean, and a beautiful beach lies far below. The viewpoint has become one of Indonesia's most recognizable travel images. Nearby, Diamond Beach and Atu Beach offer equally impressive combinations of white sand, towering cliffs and turquoise water. The surrounding sea is also home to beautiful coral reefs and marine life, with Crystal Bay being one of the island's best-known snorkeling and diving locations. Visitors can also explore quieter corners of the island, where dramatic landscapes and traditional villages provide a more peaceful experience. With its dramatic cliffs, tropical beaches and spectacular viewpoints, Nusa Penida has become one of Indonesia's most recognizable island destinations. 9. Tana Toraja. Hidden among the mountains of South Sulawesi, Tana Toraja is one of Indonesia's most fascinating cultural destinations. The region is surrounded by lush valleys, rice terraces and dramatic mountains, while traditional villages are characterized by the distinctive Tongkanan houses with their spectacular curved roofs. The Torajan people are particularly known for their elaborate traditions and ceremonies, which have been preserved for generations. Exploring the region offers a rare opportunity to discover a side of Indonesia that feels completely different from the country's famous tropical beach destinations. Traditional villages, local crafts and historic burial sites provide fascinating insights into the culture of the region. Beyond its cultural heritage, Tana Toraja is also a beautiful mountain destination. Traditional villages surrounded by green landscapes create a unique combination of scenery and culture, while the surrounding countryside offers excellent opportunities for exploring on foot. For travelers interested in discovering Indonesia's history, traditions and lesser-known destinations, Tana Toraja offers an unforgettable experience. 10. Jakarta. Jakarta offers a completely different perspective on Indonesia. As the country's enormous capital, it is a modern metropolis where skyscrapers, shopping districts and contemporary neighborhoods exist alongside historic architecture, traditional markets and lively street life. One of the best places to explore the city's history is Kota Tua, the atmospheric old town filled with colonial-era buildings, museums and historic squares. The National Monument, known as Monas, is another important landmark and one of Jakarta's most recognizable symbols. The capital is also one of Indonesia's great culinary destinations, offering everything from traditional Indonesian dishes to modern international cuisine. Shopping centers, street markets and neighborhoods such as kampung areas reveal the enormous diversity of everyday life in this vast metropolis. While Jakarta lacks the tropical scenery of Bali or Raja Ampat, it provides an essential look at contemporary Indonesia and the energy of one of Southeast Asia's largest cities. From ancient temples and volcanic landscapes to remote islands and modern skyscrapers, Jakarta completes our journey through one of the world's most diverse countries.